But what I want to talk about today is, Brian Renfro's, right? His thinking. You gotta almost think as if this was already planned, years into the making, years before he came in. And what I'm talking about is, I heard Angry Mailman post a video about Renfro speaking to a certain branch, and he was discussing what's holding up the contract. And so one of his biggest thing was, I heard him say, was that he's having a big difficulty trying to agree with the post office to raise the top step pay. Okay. And what it leads me to believe that Mr. Renfro is basing everyone else's significant pays increase off of the top pay of the city letter carrier. So what is it? It's going to trickle down. It's like trickle down Renfronomics, right? So essentially what I can get out of it is he's going to get like, I don't know the percentage, but let's just say, for example, a 10% raise at the top. Let's say if that was the number, what happens is we get the trickle down based off of the tiers, right? So again, it's based off of tiers. After table 2 is based off of tiers. So he says in the video that he's fighting for a one table pay scale system. What does that mean exactly? All right. If we're not eliminating steps, and if we're not getting a 100% COLA, okay, the scale means absolutely nothing. All it is trickle down economics. Okay. Our raises at lower levels will be a percentage over the course of many years until we reach top pay. So why is top pay so important? All right, guys. So if you realize, in 2013 is when the pay scale got separated into two. That's when CCAs were forced through arbitration. And that's the course of time when TEs with standing and already service time were forced to be CCAs. Okay. And then they had to become CCAs until they got converted to PTF. All right. So 2013 to 2016, all right, you have all of those carriers who put in their time as TEs and CCAs. Within the next 2, 3, 4 years, those guys are going to finally reach top step. Okay. So you got a new generation of carriers about to reach the top. So Renfro has to come with a package to support his new carriers, because a lot of these carriers are going to be in their 40s and 50s. They're not next to retirement age. These carriers are going to be here for another 10, 15, maybe 20 years. Okay. Then you got your guys at the top. Okay. You got your guys right now that are your 60s, 62, 65, 66, 67. There's a lot of those guys in my office, and they're just waiting to retire after this contract. So they're going to vote yes, no matter whatever the contract is. They are going to vote yes. And then this middle generation, okay, that are just going to reach top pay in a couple years, they're going to vote yes. Okay, so what does that leave? That leaves a new gap, okay, between this new table, because the old table is not going to exist anymore, because the old table is going to be for carriers before 2013, okay, that were not TEs, okay, and a lot of those guys are ready to retire. Okay, we're talking about almost 10 years ago. Okay, that system was divided. So if guys were 50 when that happened, then they're just about 60, 65. Okay, and anyone younger in that time, say if you're 30 when the split happened, you're going to be where, you're just going to reach top pay now. But a lot of the tier 1 people, they're not here anymore. My battery is going to die. No, I'm going to have to merge the videos together. So yeah. So then what happens? The new hires, the new CCAs, what did Renfro say? He said that he wants to increase top pay. But what does top pay mean? Then he goes on to say, well, there's a step A, and there's a step double A, and then there's a CCA. So starting pay, he has to ask us, what do we mean by starting pay? Are we talking about CCA starting pay? Are we talking about when you get converted to a step A regular starting pay? Or are you talking about a step double A PTF starting pay? Mr. Renfro is not a dumb guy. He knows what he says, even though you guys say he's saying word salad. He says there's going to be a significant increase in starting pay. And what he's talking about is starting pay as a regular. Okay, because the trickle down raise from step O down to step A is going to increase step A's pay no matter what, because of the COLAs and because of the general wage increase. I explained this in another video. He's not dumb, but what he could not provide an answer for is CCA starting pay. Is that going to be increased? He doesn't know. Why doesn't he know? Because CCAs do not get a COLA. So guys, it comes down to one thing and one thing only. We have to advocate for 100% COLA. Okay, if we don't get that, then this is for nothing. And I hate to sound defeatist, because I'm a fighter. I will fight. I am going to fight to the best of my ability. I always preach it. There's but so much one person can do. But together we have the power to change everything. We got to remember one thing. And I shared it in my letter. The battery's going to die right now. I shared it in the letter. The union is nothing without the membership. Okay, we wear two hats. We are the employee for the Postal Service, and we are a member for the NALC. But the membership costs money that the employee voluntarily gives to become a member in the association. And that's the power that so many people are forgetting that they have. We pay a voluntary tax to be represented by the NALC. So we have, in effect, the power to change the way that contracts are going to go in the future, and that's by using our voice. Okay, when enough people stick up for the same thing, leadership starts to get the point. We vote new leaders in, we become the new leaders, and things change. Guys, my battery's going to die. I'm going to cut the video short right here just because that's just how it happened tonight. Anyway, guys, one tier system means absolutely nothing if the pay system stays the way it is. If you eliminate the first tier system because the people are gone already, then you just have table 2, and then table 2 becomes the only system. Well, we have a one table system. So don't get confused with us getting a one table system. If two things don't change within that system, it doesn't matter. We need to reduce that time it takes to get this to step A. Then we will get a substantial raise increase in all steps. And we have to get a 100% COLA. Without those two things, they're just putting they're shining up a rusty car and selling us the same car with a broken transmission. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in with me today. I wanted to go longer. I understand a lot of people like short content. Like I said, when I consume the longest videos I can find on YouTube, and that's why I make my videos long. However, the battery is dead. So until next time I'll be here, you'll be there. Peace.